A very good morning, my dear students. Myself Arul Murugan. Welcome to my digital class. Chapter name: Input, Output and Memory Devices. Lecture video part 10. Dear students, in a previous lecture videos, we thoroughly completed input devices and output devices. Now we are going to discuss a new topic which is called memory devices. In today's lecture video, we are going to discuss introduction to memory devices, types of memory. In that, we are going to discuss primary memory. We will see one by one. First, introduction to memory devices. Dear students, we know that in the components of computer, there are three major components. First one is input, second one is process, which means CPU, and third one is output. In the CPU, we can divide into three parts. First one is memory unit, second one is control unit, and third one is ALU. Memory unit. What is memory unit? Which is used to store the data into the system. Understand? Right. Now we will see memory unit. Dear students, a memory is an essential component of any digital computer. If you take any computer, the memory component is essential. It is most important component in the computer. And what is the use of memory? Which is used to store the data. What are the data it can store? It can store any kind of data. Understand? It stores programs, data which is required by the CPU. For example, if the CPU, which means a processor, wants to process one application, so we need some instructions. So the instruction which is already stored in the memory unit, so the CPU will take and it will start executing, and the results generated after the processing. After processing the result will be stored into the computer. Can you remember the first class I given one task, which means I give two numbers, you have to calculate, then you have to tell me. So the whole process we will divide into three parts. The first one is input, second one is process, and third one is output. In the process, you can just imagine I give two numbers, which, for example 2 plus 3. What you will do? You will calculate, right? 2 plus 3, 5. The result you will store into your mind. Understand? Then only you will tell. Same scenario, it stores program and data which is required to the CPU. For which purpose? To process. So to process the data it has to be stored into the computer. It may be temporary or permanent, that is secondary. But in general, the data has to be stored to process. After process, we will get the result. The result also must be stored. Understand? Right. This storage enables us to use the stored data in the future. For example, now I am storing one data. After 10 years, I may need the data to do some process. So the data storage is enable us to use the stored data in future. In future, we can able to take the data and we can able to calculate. Understand? So in the introduction of memory devices, the first point, the memory is essential component in any digital computer, and it stores programs and data which is required by the CPU, which means it has to process. And after process, the result is generated. The result also must be stored. Next, this storage enables us use the stored data in the future. Types of memory. Dear students, in general, the memory is divided into two types. First one is primary memory, second one is secondary memory. The primary memory is also called main memory. The primary memory is also called main memory. And the secondary memory is also called auxiliary memory. The secondary memory is also called auxiliary memory. So the computer memory is divided into two major types. The first one is primary memory, second one is secondary memory. The primary memory is also called main memory, secondary memory is also called auxiliary memory. The primary memory further divided into two types, RAM and ROM. Random access memory and ROM, read only memory. Understand? The secondary memory we can divide number of part, but in your PU board, first PUC textbook, they given only 3. This flowchart is taken from the first PUC textbook. First one, HDD, hard disk drive, hard disk drive. Next, CD, compact disk or DVD. Next, pen drive. So these are all the major component or major types in the secondary memory. My dear students, the computer memory divided into two types. First one is primary memory, second one is secondary memory. Under the primary memory, there are two types, RAM and ROM. Under the secondary memory, hard disk drive, CD or DVD and pen drive. So this is memory units. The first is byte. We know that bit. What is bit? Bit is nothing but 0 and 1. 8 bit is called 1 byte. 8 bit is equal to 1 byte. 1024 byte is called 1 kilobyte. 1024 byte equal to 1 kilobyte. 1024 kilobyte equal to 1 megabyte, which means MB. Understand? So 8 bit equal to 1 byte. 1024 byte equal to 1 kilobyte, which means KB. And 1024 kilobyte equal to 1 megabyte, which means MB. And 1024 megabyte equal to 1 gigabyte, GB. So up to this we are very familiar. Understand? Apart from that, the memory is, it is calculated and it has the own terminology, terabyte, petabyte, exabyte. So like this it will goes. But you should know at least up to GB or at least TB. Terabyte, up to terabyte you should know. Understand? So what is bit? Bit is nothing but 0 and 1. 8 bit equal to 1 byte, 1000 next and all 1024 only. 1024 byte equal to 1 kilobyte, 1024 kilobyte equal to 1 MB, which is megabyte, 1024 megabyte equal to 1 gigabyte, which is GB, 1024 GB equal to 1 terabyte, which is TB. So now we are in the terabyte generation. So if you take any hard disk drive and all, you can know 1 terabyte hard disk, 2 terabyte hard disk, 4 terabyte hard disk, like this. Now it is available in the market. Understand? Next, main memory. Dear students, what is main memory? See, main memory is a primary memory, right? So primary memory and main memory both are same. See, the primary memory is a main memory of computer. So that's why the primary memory is also called as a main memory. Understand? Right. It stores the programs and the data which are currently needed by the CPU. Dear students, CPU here the meaning is processor. CPU here the meaning is processor. For example, assume that I am going to give two numbers, 2 and 3. You have to calculate. So in the processor you have to calculate. So the computer having a processor, the processor only do all the process. In the CPU we know that ALU, arithmetic logic unit, all the arithmetic and logic related calculation will be done in the ALU only. So in the processor, to calculate we need a storage space to store the value 2 and 3. Now can you able to understand? It stores programs and data which are currently needed by the CPU. For example, if I want to add two number, the two number which has to store into my main memory, which means RAM. Understand? So to calculate or to process any data, the data must be stored into our computer. Then only we can able to calculate or process. Right. The size of main memory is comparatively much smaller than the secondary memory. Dear students, when you compare main memory, it is the memory size. The memory size is very smaller than the secondary memory. For example, if you take hard disk drive, in your computer, you just check the memory space of hard disk drive. The hard disk drive minimum to minimum 500 GB. Yes, or it may be 1 GB. Correct? Yes. So the hard disk drive will be 500 GB or 1 TB, 1 terabyte, right? Whereas you can check your RAM memory. The RAM memory maximum to maximum 2 GB will be there or 4 GB. That's all. That is the maximum. Or some high end version they are having 8 GB. Yes. So that is the limit. So comparatively, if you take secondary memory, the primary memory, which means the main memory, having smaller size than the secondary memory. Understand? Next, the CPU communicates directly only with the main memory. Dear students, here the CPU is indicate that processor. Understand? So the CPU directly communicate with the primary memory only. For what? To access the data, to fetch the instruction, to execute the instruction, which are all stored in the primary memory. The CPU works at a fast or a very high speed. It matching memory must be very fast. Dear students, your computer speed is based on many factors. One of the major factor is RAM, which means primary memory. So your computer speed is based on many factors. One of the major factor is your primary memory. If you are having high space or high memory, primary memory, your computer will work fast. Understand? Next, only primary memory devices can provide the matching the speed. So based on your primary memory size or primary memory speed, your computer speed will be there. RAM and ROM are used as a main memory of the computer. So in generally, RAM, random access memory, and ROM, read only memory, are the main memory of the computer. Understand? And we know that there are two types, RAM and ROM. Dear students, I am going to conclude this session by giving summary. First, main memory, memory devices. Memory devices. What is memory devices? The memory devices is essential component of a computer. It stores programs and data which is required by the CPU and results generated after the processing. The storage enables us to use the stored data to the futures. Next, there are two types of memory, primary memory and secondary memory. Under the primary memory, RAM and ROM. Under the secondary memory, hard disk drive, CD, DVD and pen drive. Next, memory units. If you take memory units, bit. The bit is nothing but 0 and 1, either 0 or 1, only one bit. It should be 0 or 1. Understand? Right. 8 bit is equal to 1 byte. We know that bit is 0 or 1, any one value. It should be 0 or 1, either 0 or 1 is called bit, only one bit, right? And 8 bit equal to 1 byte, 8 bits equal to 1 byte, 1024 bytes equal to 1 KB, 1 kilobyte, 1024 kilobyte equal to 1 megabyte, 1 MB, 1024 MB equal to 1 GB, 1 gigabyte, 1024 GB equal to 1 terabyte. So if you have 1 terabyte hard disk with you, so assume that you are having a storage capacity of 1024 GB. Next, primary memory. We know that the primary memory is the main memory of a computer. It stores program and data which are currently needed by the CPU. The size of main memory is comparatively much smaller than the secondary memory. The CPU communicates directly with the main memory only. As the CPU works at fast high speed, its matching memory must be very fast, and only primary memory device can provide the matching with the speed. And RAM and ROM used as a main memory of the computer. There are two primary memories, RAM and ROM. Dear students, in a first PUC the concepts are all very basics and very easy. So try to understand all the concepts instead of mug upping. Understand? So at any cost, don't try to mug up at any concept, try to understand. Kindly watch this video one more time. Still, if you have any doubt, feel free to call me or message me. Thank you. Thank you for watching this video. We will see next class with some other topic. Thank you.